Wednesday morning, I was shaving and God just told me it's changing of the guards. You know, like in Buckingham Palace, when the guards are changing. It's changing of the guards. This is now. And I knew it was for that day, and I knew it was also for me. But I believe this is a corporate word. And as we were worshiping tonight, the Lord just said to me, listen, Michael, wat is daai fliek wat ons gisteraan gekyk het oor die reus? Big friendly giant. Big friendly giant. He's got ears like this, you know. He can hear the dreams and the footsteps and the heartbeat of the children. And I believe we must have ears like that. Like the sons of Issachar, we must know the times and the seasons we are living in. So I pray for you for in the spirit, really ears to hear and eyes to see. The Lord showed me that there's a changing, and I nearly want to call out some of your names. The things that were is not necessarily the things that will be. Can you hear that? And then there's another aspect to this. It's, you know, when the guards were on duty for a certain amount of time and they are replaced, the new guards are fresh. They've slept, they can see, they can hear, they are ready. I saw that the guards replacing the previous guards are stronger and bigger. And what I've sensed in my spirit is, if you were at a place that you were competing, you were in the spiritual realm, you were fighting, you were standing your ground, and God is replacing the gods, He's bringing in new gods, don't think it's demotion. He's bringing in stronger gods. The enemy know how to attack where you are, but when God's bringing in new gods, it's a new season. The enemy will fear. The enemy will not know what to do and how to do it. If you were busy in business with a certain thing, and the season is changing, don't hang on to what is happening. I think it's Doug Addison or somebody that saw the whirlwind. And in this whirlwind dream, there were seats, I think 75,000 feet or 57,000 feet or whatever. 57,000 feet. And people see this as a place of authority. If you hang on to your seat, you will lose it. But just let God be God. If there are some things that have to change, let it change. Listen to the voice of the Spirit. Let your giant ears just be tuned to God's voice. In my own life, I felt, oh Lord, please don't take me away now. I've got so much to do. If it's changing of the gods, you'd want to take me home. Can I have another chance, Lord? It's not like that. If He's taking you from this area, He's placing you in promotion in another area in the Spirit. Do you hear that? It's not demotion if He takes you from here. But those people He are bringing in as the new gods, they will stand in authority. If you did things in business in a certain way, there might be another way. Somebody else, I don't know whom, you will know. She knows everything. So somebody else said, if it's in Genesis 13, when Abram, when he saw but there were quarrels, he said to Lot, you choose. Go your way, I will go my way. And let's separate in love. And Lot, the name Lot means veil or to be covered. I'm asking you, it's another person's prophetic word, but I'm asking you not to take with you the lot in your life. You have to move forward only with that, what God has given you. Do you hear that? You must not take with what God has not given you. Make sure you know your mandate, you know your calling. Walk with that God has called you with. Do that, doesn't matter what people are saying. Leave the lot behind. Die hele lot.
September is the month of worship. When we are going in worship, shackles will fall down and praise will break the yoke, the joke. Praise will break it. I'm feeling there are some people here sitting with business opportunities. I see you. This is a new season. You must take it with faith and the step of faith out of the boat, walk on the water. Honors you too, you and Elena. And then I see there is someone here with opportunity of vervoer. What is vervoer? Transport. And you are wondering, must I take it or not? Then, and then there are people here who are trusting God for their children. This is also the new season. Families are going to restore. And when you are worried about children, the Lord is going to make a way. Susan, something about your children, a new thing is coming up for them, and God will bless them because they are faithful in what they are doing. Yes, and then the sermon for tonight, there will be many shifts, because when we are prophesying, and it is all working up, next weekend will be a wonderful, a conference, but the Lord is going to meet us here. And He is going, we are going to sit here and we are going to experience Him in wonderful ways, supernatural ways. But all is working up to Rosh Hashanah with the new thing. And you see the posts about the new door, but it is now about faith. You are going to choose life or death. You are going to choose if you are going to prophesy over your situation. I see depression is going. It is a big giant who is going to be slain in the spirit with praise to the Father. And the Lord is going to give us not only muscles, but wings to fly over our circumstances, because there is much, much more. And Marteli, it's a new season for you. I see a green tree.
Hannes, she opened the door. So now I can say, I believe the enemy is knocking you at a certain place. And we talked about this. And I believe God is going to shock the enemy. He's going to surprise the enemy. He's going to show you to do something that'll take all the wind out of his sails. Really, I'm not sure what, but it's your season, sir. That time is over. It's changing of the guards. And there's younger people. If I say young people, you think you must be young, but the younger generation, it's your time, it's your season. We are living this September 20 to 22 September is Rosh Hashanah. It's the beginning of the new year, the biblical new year, or the Jewish new year, as you want to call it. And it's 5778. It's still the 7, it's still the sword, the ruling sword, but there's 8, the new beginnings with it. There's a crossover, an apostolic crossover. Somebody else has said that too. I think it's, I don't know, whoever. But there's an apostolic crossover in this season. We are busy with big shifts. I'm awaiting the voice of the Lord to just hear, Lord, exactly what? Exactly what must I do now? But you must listen with its giant's ears. I can see your ears like this. Listen to what God is going to tell you. It's a crossover, and with the sword of the Spirit, the Rhema, you will have a fresh, new word, a prophetic word for this new season. It's not only for a night. It's not only for a week or a month or a time of transition. You will carry a fresh new word. That's God's heart, that we will be the sons of Issachar, people carrying the new word for the new season, that we will discern in the Spirit what God is saying through His word, through His Spirit. Amen. Whoa. I know that, yes. Thank you. Yes. No, that's it.
I just want to share a short testimony, and I believe that there's a word in there for some of us. Last year in August, I was invited to go to Egypt, to the North Coast, and I had an amazing holiday for a week. And I thought, wow, God, this is amazing. Like, can you do it again this year? Because it's friends of mine. We've been friends for many, many years. And like, the guy is like a brother to me, and he said to me, you just tell me when you want to come. And I had a check in my heart to not just go, to wait for an invitation. And the whole year I was asking God, like, you know, it would be really amazing to go, and can you do it again this year? And the invitation didn't come, and I thought, okay, well, then I'll leave it at that. And when they just arrived, because they normally go for a month holiday, and they just barely arrived, I think they were there for a week, and then his wife's father got really sick, and they all had to rush back to Cairo, and they spent pretty much their entire month holiday in Cairo, sitting in the hospital from morning to evening. And when that happened, I just felt God say, and this is where the word comes for you, to trust in His timing. Because sometimes there's something that we really want. We want Him to open a door for us there, and there's nothing wrong with that desire. But if He opened the door for me, I would have wasted like thousands of rands going to a different country. And He knew, because He was ahead of time. Like, not that He made the sickness happen, but He knew that that wasn't going to be the right thing for me. So sometimes we sort of want to push open this door, but we need to trust God's timing because He knows. And then the amazing thing is, like, He opened up 2 opportunities for me this month, October, to go